Welcome to Body Ecology Bites. This is Donna Gates, and I wanted to share some information with you today about Candida aureus.
Is is this Candida auris that we're hearing about in the news similar to MRSA that we used to hear about several years ago?
You're hearing a lot about this form of candidiasis, and Candida aureus is a member of the Candida family, and it's very much like Candida albicans, which we know a lot more about. One of the main differences between the two is that the Candida aureus is more effective at attaching itself to what are called abiotic substances, non-living substances that are like that you would find in a hospital, which is where people are really contracting this Candida aureus. And so there are people with weak immune systems already. They're usually in intensive care. So they have in the hospitals, they have, of course, all kinds of instruments, bedding, sheets, the flooring on people. So they are attached to these non-living items in these hospitals, and the people have very weak immune systems. They're close to death often, and they just have no resistance to fight it. Now, in my opinion, Candida albicans is actually a more serious infection, and it never gets enough attention. People never talk enough about Candida albicans. Both of them, of course, all forms of Candida secrete toxins like acetaldehyde, which is a very dangerous toxin, can cause cancer, does cause cancer, with a brain toxin as well. Perhaps the most serious difference between the two forms of Candida is that the Candida aureus has some ability to hide from the immune system. It doesn't, the immune system produces phagocytes, and the phagocytes come out and would eat the Candida aureus, but for some reason, it's producing some type of substance or something that it hides basically from the phagocytes because they don't see phagocytes in the bloodstream of people with Candida aureus. So this is what makes it dangerous. Of course, it's about a strong immune system again. Now, Candida albicans also forms biofilms. Candida aureus forms biofilms as well, which makes it much more difficult to get in there and treat. The Candida aureus is multi-drug resistant, so they don't have a fungal infection for treating it. They probably have shared genes with other forms of Candida that are resistant to these to the drugs, and so they are resistant now, which makes it really difficult and pretty scary. The other thing too about as far as biofilms go, so the biofilms form around the Candida, or they form a biofilm around themselves, and then they both form biofilms, but Candida is much more effective at forming biofilms, and so actually it's really more difficult to get rid of for that reason. There are substances that are good for helping dissolve biofilms. Curcumin is one, apple cider vinegar is another one. Kyolic garlic, the allicin in garlic is very effective against biofilms. So we can fight, we have to get into this biofilms in order to be able to kill basically this pathogen. So that's the main difference between the two. Now, so they're very much alike, and basically you have to be on the Body Ecology diet. It is the most effective diet and has been for the last nearly 30 years for treating people, helping people recover or conquer basically. You don't really get rid of it. It's going to be in your body forever, but you can bring it way under control where it's not causing any problem, and the immune system has a really good handle on it. So again, the Body Ecology diet, which you can buy the book or you can go to our website. We have tons of information. I wrote the book years ago for people with candidiasis, and we've had just thousands and thousands of people write over time to say that it helped them so much because we have candidiasis. So many people are born with it today, and I'm glad there is some awareness of candida.
Yeah.
But today, because there needs to be much more awareness, I would say any functional medicine doctor, anyone who works with children with autism knows that everybody tests positive for candida antibodies. So we really need to be on an anti-candida, antifungal diet like the Body Ecology diet. Rich in probiotic foods to build the immune system, very nourishing. We have a lot of, we put a lot of attention in digesting, preparing the foods in such a way so they're easy to digest as well. So please go to the website and, of course, we would love for you to buy our products as they're very effective. They were developed for a healthy gut and for a strong immune system. and they're outstanding. They
Mhm.
that along with diet, and you should be able to resist. Stay out of the hospital, obviously, because that's where people are infected. And then if you get into the hospital, if you have any loved ones in the hospital, sneak in the probiotic liquids, for example, and make sure they're have more of an immune system to be able to resist something like the Candida aureus. But Candida albicans
Right.
is just a series of infection. They're just not talking about it much in the news.
Yeah,
So thank you very much for
that's
listening
true.
to Body Ecology Bites. It's just a little bit of information to help you have a healthier, happier life.